Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to cover 3 IO games that I personally am interested in and I would recommend keeping an eye on in the future and seeing where the game goes, how popular they become, just keeping an eye on them. But of course, if you really enjoy the game, well then definitely play it. So I have 3 games. The first one is Squad Royale with 2 Ds. It's at squadroyale.io, SQUADDROYALE.io. This game really caught my attention because of the graphics. I really think the graphics are really cool. They're really colorful, and you know, I'm a big fan of the ZomsRoyale.io game, in case you're familiar, and any IO games that are, you know, nicely developed like that one, I'm gonna definitely consider. And I really like this game. I've always liked, third-person games, as most IO games are, but the graphics of this game are very unique. That's the word I would use. They're very unique. I mean, they're super colorful, like I said. Everything stands out. It's very nice looking. And the problem that I've found, and I found this game, I believe, a few months ago. Yeah, it's been 4 or 5 months. And the problem that I found, of course, is the lack of players when I was first starting. But you know what? The game seems to be a lot more popular since I came back. So I may be wrong. Okay, wow. And another thing is that you can see your character behind objects when they're red. But one thing is, I gotta say, I'm not certain if these other players are bots or not. Okay, and I'm not accusing the game at all or anybody like that. Just not sure. But it's super cool to see that you can jump in a game at any time now. Alright, I'm going to go on to my next game here. And I'm just taking a few minutes at each one of these just to give the basics of them. I'm not going to go into super detail or anything. Second game I have here is TakeMine.io. This game always seems to have some players playing it, so that's a big plus. And, I've been checking back at this game quite a bit. Similar to Devast.io, I've been keeping an eye on it just to see, if a new item is released, I'm going to try it out. It's been a little bit since the last update, which was the Ballista, it was called. But anyways, this is another game where you jump in, leaderboard in the corner. You're going to go to the nodes and you're going to collect wood, you're going to collect, your food, your stone. And then in order to collect the gold, you're going to use wigwams. You can protect your base by using all sorts of objects like wood hedgehogs. And then, of course, you can use hotkeys like 1 and 2 to swap between your food and your item, your weapon. And they also have the shop where you can upgrade, buy different, let's call them utilities or tools. And you can buy your weapons, your buildings, your food, and of course your hats, which really bring a dynamic to the game. This has been a similar theme to these types of games, but I like this one. It seems it takes its own path in terms of the graphics. I think I really like the style of the graphics. The trees are very cool looking, and it works pretty well. It's not really clunky, That's one of the big things I look at is it's not really clunky. It's pretty smooth. So, all right, I'm gonna move on to my next one here. Okay. So this one is Gallons.io. Very simple, straightforward Gallons.io. And player counts again a little low, but I really think this game right here has a lot of potential. I was so interested in this game particularly that I emailed the developer just to ask him a few questions about the game. I'm always a fan of games that are made by one person, and it's just, it's really interesting to me. All right. And so basically what you do is you start out by collecting water. Basically, let me just say first that the leaderboard is based on who is collecting the most gallons per second. So as you can see, their numbers are going up very quickly. All right. And so what you're going to do is you're going to collect the water, you're going to level up, and then you're going to make a base pump. So this is your, like, let's call it like totem. The word totem is used in a few other survival games, so I like to use that. So if another player breaks this totem, you respawn. All right, you lose everything. And what you do is you take the pipes, you collect them, you connect them to your totem, and then you connect the pipes to these water sources. And then as you can see, my gallons per second went up. And then you can connect this, of course, on the other 3 sides, like that. And then you can make more pumps. You know, you can make additional pumps so that you can expand your base to make it quite big. But you always want to protect this one. So as you level up, you'll be able to build a defense around your main pump, or your totem, I call it. And then you get weapons. There is weapons in this game. When I last played, there was a nail gun, and I know there was another update the developer recently released in the last few weeks that included another weapon. So there's weapons in this game, which at first, when I first started playing this game, I didn't think there'd be weapons, but there is. So it makes the game super interesting because you can play offensively or defensively. So again, I just wanted to show you those 3 games. I got Squad Royale, TakeMine.io, and Gallons.io. I would really recommend keeping an eye on them if you're interested in them. Again, this is my opinion. I really like these games in particular. I had to pick I picked a few of them. I didn't pick all of them. I picked the ones I was most interested in. So I hope you maybe learned about the games if you didn't know about them. Maybe you want to give them a try. So